Good morning from Tamaruni, where Nikki and I have caught up again after the timber trail.
Yay.
And you've seen Nikki's adventure biking the timber trail and the start of that. I hiked it. How's it different to hike versus bike? Because you'll get to sort of get two perspectives. Hiking obviously takes a little bit longer to get through the distances.
Yes.
I broke it into 3 days and then a day out to Tamaruni, so 4 days in total from the start to Tamaruni. Day one I did an 18-kilometre day and hiked to the Bog-in Hut. On the TA trail you actually go up to the summit of Mount Purioa, and you'll see my footage compared to Nikki's footage.
Yeah.
Crystal clear day versus...
Well, not quite crystal, but
okay.
Certainly better than yours.
Mine was the worst of the rain days, so
Yeah.
it is good to see all the mist and not much
Yeah.
else at all. And I stayed at the Bog-in Hut, which is a classic 1960s style, very rustic, quite unique, only a 4-person hut. Walked on my own that day, but it was quite happy to see Hannah came into the hut. She's a hiker we've seen on and off since almost the very start. We seem to be always in the same time zone, so great to see her there, because it was almost a little bit like the hut in the middle of the woods. And there was lots of possum type noises at night.
Yeah.
The second day I hiked 20 kilometres. Hannah and I hiked together, which was good to have some company, to Camp Epic. And we did a little detour up to the Timber Trail Lodge. You can get pizzas there through the afternoon. So that was kind of nice after a dreary day, but not as wet as day one. Stayed at Camp Epic. A lot of people, again, we've been hiking with, came in on bikes that night. So more company there. Day 3, I did the big day, and you can easily break this down. There are quite a few different campsites, but I basically wanted to get out and done. So I did a 42-kilometre day, which was pretty full on to the end of the timber trail to Bennett's Road. And the day actually flew past because an Australian hiker, Paul, caught up with me, and he'd already met Nikki at the beginning of the trail, and we basically entertained each other for many, many kilometres. Helped the kilometres kick over. There's a photo of Paul coming up.
Yeah.
He's kindly quite happy for that to go on the YouTube. But yes, we slowly said, oh, we're here. Which was kind of nice, and then hiked out the final day to Tamaruni, caught up with Nikki, and we're doing all of our logistics and planning for our next leg. So quite good to hike it. You've got a whole range of combinations you could do. That kind of worked for me, but you've certainly got other options.
Yeah. Okay, and now we're going to go and do our resupply, which we'll also show you, because it's for the 5 days on the river plus 2 spare days, and then the 5 days of walking before we do the river.
7 to 8 days walking.
7 to 8 days
walking, but we can get we can do a little bit of extra stuff. There's a little mini 4 square in National Park. Yeah, we basically do need to do as many as 7 or 8 days. It takes quite a while to get to the river, but we're not going to carry that many days food. No. We'll just buy what is ever at National Park to top it up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll check in later.
See you later.
Bye.